Hi guys, so I know you guys are gonna point it out. Yes, I got new hair. I got new hair. I dyed my hair again. I know. A lot of you guys, I've seen people out in the streets and been telling me, oh my god, you changed your hair color, you know, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people like me better in blonde. A lot of people like me better with colored hair. I don't know, but this is my funny story. So I actually went to the store, you guys, and the funny story is that I went and I wanted to get dark brown, okay? Dark brown. I get home and my husband's gonna help me do the back because I can't reach the back. And so I look at the boxes and I'm like, it says black. And I'm like, oh my god, I got the wrong color. So during the week, you guys, I get off work really late and really late to the store that I actually went to, ya iban a cerrar. So I was like, when I got home, I was like, oh well, they already closed, like I'm just gonna do it, you know, me vale, whatever, it's fall, I want dark hair, whatever. So I just said fuck it, and I just changed my hair color and now I'm black. So tonight I saw the Kardashians and I was like, oh my god, their hair is so pretty, like it's so long and black, and of course they might be wearing extensions, you know, but whatever. But it didn't make me feel that bad that I changed my hair black, because black looks really nice too. So God bless you, honey. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. So I'm super excited to show you guys which foundations I've been loving. Very first foundation, you guys, that I want to go ahead and mention, and I have high-end and some drugstore, so I have for everybody. The first one that I'm going to go ahead and mention is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I love this foundation. I only use this foundation whenever I'm going to go out to an event or I'm going to go out for the night, and then I know that my foundation is going to stay on all day without me even really touching up. This is the one for me. I've been loving this foundation so much. This one actually took over my Estee Lauder one, so shh, don't tell anybody. Now the next, you guys, foundation that I love is a drugstore foundation, and this one is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, which is a matte foundation. I also love this foundation so much. During the week, this is the one that I normally use. A lot of these foundations I normally do use during the week, so I go back and forth with all of them, but I seem to gravitate to this one a lot more, and I love this one, you guys. It really leaves your skin matte and it lasts you all day. I've been working during the week, so this foundation really does hold up for me. Of course, you guys, foundations normally do last a long time if you're not touching them or constantly going like this. You know, when you're at school, you know, you're on your desk, you're going like this, or just rubbing your face all the time, touching your face all the time. Foundations do not tend to stick or stay because you are touching your face constantly. So that's a quick tip whenever you guys are applying foundation and you guys are asking, why does my foundation not last all day? And that can be one of the reasons too that I've discovered. But yeah, I love this foundation so much. You can get it at the drugstore, so I think it's super affordable to wear during the week. I absolutely love this foundation, you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and present to you guys next. And this is the type of foundation that I normally wear when I don't want to wear any makeup and when I want my skin to look very natural, but it still gives you that good coverage. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. Now, this is for a daily luminous tint. Blend a small amount onto your skin from the nose outward. So this foundation, you guys, you can apply it with a beauty blender, with your fingers, you can apply it with a brush. I like to use my beauty blender with this foundation. When I'm in a hurry, I do use my fingers, so like if I just want like a really light coverage. But this literally makes my skin look so good, and it makes my skin so glowy. And I really like the way, you guys, that my skin feels in this foundation, because I feel like I can move and it doesn't sit into my fine lines. So this is a perfect foundation, you guys, for those days where you don't want to be all glam and you just want a nice glowy skin. Like on Sundays, that's me. On Sundays, I don't like to go all out with my makeup, so this is the foundation that I do use when I don't feel like being all dolled up, but I still want to look really pretty, fresh, and airy. This foundation is the one for you guys. Seriously, it's not matte, you guys. It is a luminous foundation. So the way that because I am, if you guys have been following my channel, I am combo to oily skin. totally depending on the season. So I wore this to the coast, and all I did was I applied it to my skin, and then I applied a matte setting powder over it, which was my Laura Mercier, and my foundation stayed. Now you guys, the next foundation is a drugstore foundation, and it's the COVERGIRL Healthy Elixir foundation. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this foundation. I feel like it's a medium to a full coverage foundation. I feel like it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury because it's very lightweight, and it also feels very comfortable on your skin. This foundation is oil free, and it does say that it's a matte foundation. I feel like it is a little bit matte, but I feel like when you apply it to the skin, it looks very glowy and luminous, so it doesn't dry to a matte finish. But when I do apply my powder, it just looks matte, but still looks very glowy, and it's very comfortable on the skin. So, alright guys, now the next foundation I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, and these foundations, you guys, were sent to me in PR by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm glad they sent it over because this foundation, I've seen a lot of beauty gurus actually use this foundation, that they loved it so much. And then when she messaged me, I was like, or her team messaged me, I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder what they're gonna go ahead and send me. And of course they sent me this one, and then this one is the one that actually Desi Perkins uses a lot on the no makeup days. So this is the one that I was super excited to get, and this one because this one is matte. It's, like I mentioned before, it is the one that I'm wearing right now, and it feels very comfortable. I literally feel like I'm not wearing any foundation, but it covers really well. You can definitely build up the foundation. You can definitely see a little bit of like your flaws through this foundation, but it doesn't bother me because it does like a semi coverage. I feel like when you apply your concealer, I feel like it just hides all of your blemishes, but I actually like when my blemishes show just a little bit. I can still move my face around and not feel like my face is like this. So I definitely love this foundation so much, and it's the Magic Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. Alright you guys, now we have two more foundations to share with you guys, and the other one is also a drugstore, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I like seriously love this foundation, you guys. I actually use this on my clients too. I always get a lot of questions of like what foundations do I use on my clients, you know, and so forth. So I love to use MAC Pro Longwear foundation, and then I mix a little bit of the L'Oreal True Match to give it still that nice glowy look to the skin. I don't like when my client's skin looks very matte and it feels like they can't really move unless they have really oily skin and their skin looks flawless like that. But for people that have like combo to like a little bit of oily on their T-zone area, I love to mix this in with the MAC Pro Longwear, and their skin looks amazing. So I always get compliments whenever I'm doing someone's makeup and they're like, oh my god, their skin looks so good, like what are you using? And it's basically that and a primer. And my sister actually uses this foundation too, and I use it during the day as well, or during the week, because it's still very comfortable and it's matte, and I feel like it's a medium to a full coverage. Like this foundation covers everything. Oh, bless you, baby. Go sneezed. So this will be in my kit or in my personal makeup for a very long time. Alright guys, now the last foundation I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know, it's actually a foundation that I actually use on my clients as well, and I love it. I used it on one of my brides a couple weekends ago, and her skin was glowing and it just looked so beautiful, and she had oily skin, so I applied this foundation with the Laura Mercier setting powder, of course the concealer and the contour, cream contour and all that stuff, but this foundation looked beautiful. Even Coco agrees. So the next foundation, you guys, is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This is a go-to foundation, you guys. If you guys are a makeup artist and you want to get some foundations that you know are going to work with clients, I definitely recommend this foundation, hands down. It's one of the best foundations that I've ever used on myself and on my clients. This has a very light, like it's, I feel like it's a light to medium coverage. I don't feel like it's a full coverage foundation because I feel like once you apply it to the skin, someone who has a lot of blemishes, you can still see a little bit peek through, but it is a buildable foundation. It's super comfortable too, so it doesn't dry to like a matte finish foundation. It still has like a little bit of that glow and luminous to the skin. And I also see you guys that a lot of celebrity makeup artists also use this foundation for clients, and I've always wondered too, like, why does their skin look so good? Obviously, you know, a lot of people edit their photos, you know, a lot of celebrity makeup artists edit their photos and some don't, but either way, like, their skin just looks amazing. And every time I look at their makeup tutorials or even like little mini tutorials on Snapchat or on Instagram, I always see this foundation in the background. So this foundation, you guys, is so good for makeup artistry, for photo shoots. But oh my gosh, you guys, this foundation, when I took pictures of my bride who had this foundation on, like, her skin just looked glowy, like, no joke. I'm gonna post a picture on here somewhere. Her skin looked amazing, and she even wrote me back and told me, hey, my skin looked so good for my wedding day, like, what did you use on me skin wise? Of course, you guys, there's extra steps that you have to take for your foundation to look very beautiful, but this foundation did the job for me, so I was super happy about this foundation. Alright guys, and just to give you guys a little bit of tips on how to make your skin and your foundation just look very beautiful on camera and in person. Honestly, you guys, the number one key, like I always say this and I always bring it up, is exfoliating and just taking care of your skin. If you want your foundation, you guys, to look very pretty, very airy, make it last a lot longer, skincare. Skincare is like the number one key, you guys. Especially for girls who do have a lot of dry skin, you don't want foundation to gravitate to those dry areas, so make sure that you are exfoliating your skin, especially if you're going to be getting married. Do it like maybe three days before, you know, do like a heavy exfoliating treatment, and then the day of your wedding, like, you're going to look amazing. You know, I've had clients who had dry skin and I've recommended that, and the day that I do their makeup, I'm like, oh my god, your skin looks so good and glowy. So that's something that I highly recommend, even if you're oily too. So this is for like anybody if you want your skin to look really good. And I feel like if you guys exfoliate, for all of my oily girls, if you guys exfoliate every day, you guys are going to start to notice that you're not going to be as oily, because I used to be a grease ball. Let me tell you guys, in high school I was super greasy. My foundation would never stay. Yet again, I didn't know, you know, the extra steps that I had to take, but I felt like I was more oily than I am today, because now, you guys, I'm using like luminous foundations, you know, and when I apply setting product, my skin still looks really good. So it's just skincare, you guys. Take care of that and apply a primer. You don't have to. I know there's a lot of people that do and don't use primers, but I personally use a primer because one, my foundation does last a lot longer on me. Two, you know, it's a shield for your skin and the foundation, so you're protecting your skin from the foundation too. And I just feel like it just looks way much better when you apply a primer, my personal opinion. And then setting powder, you guys, and then a good concealer, and then a really good setting spray. So if you guys did enjoy this video of me letting you guys know which ones are my favorite foundations, then please give my video a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys have any questions regarding today's video, and I will list all the foundations down below for you guys, and I will catch you guys in my next video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Come support your girl. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support you guys give me on Instagram, or on a daily basis. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much for giving me all that support, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. I love you. Bye.